time. This is Hasler talking. Today we have again, for the second time, Wevinor Celin. What do you want to talk today, man?
There's so many topics you could talk about in the world.
One of them is one of the topics that we can talk today, or we'll talk today, is of financial literacy, right?
Yeah, financial literacy, how it affects the Black community.
Yeah.
I think it's an important talk. I think we should break that down to let the viewers know, and educate themselves, because with education, there's power. I feel like society tries to make us not educated or understand what's going on.
Exactly. Why Black community?
Well, the Black community, I think they are the ones who are the most troubled in the United States. That's how the media, plays it out to be. And I think the statistics actually back it up as well.
Okay. Before you got that point about the Black community and the problem with the finance, stuff like that. So what is a financial literacy? How can you define that?
I would say financial literacy is just having a basic knowledge of ways to make passive income or have different types of income. That could be generational wealth or retirement or just any other side businesses, and understanding the ways and psychology of money and how it works and how you're supposed to spend money and how you're supposed to save money.
Why is it important to talk about especially nowadays, Black community, because when I focus about Black community, what's important?
I feel like the Black community is really enslaved through the media, just through relationships, through society. I feel like we were set up to be self-destructed by the government, all the way back to slavery, to civil rights, to now. There's so many things that the government has instilled into the Black community to kind of bring us down. We could talk about the crack epidemic in Harlem, how the CIA kind of funded that just to bring down the Black community.
All right. So our kids, they study financial literacy in the school, middle school, high school?
No. It's crazy. I would look back into high school, and do I remember any of the subjects? Yeah, history, math, English. But do I remember the concepts of them? I could say not really. Algebra. Do I really need algebra now? What I'm doing an accounting. I don't really need algebra. Geometry, the study of geometrical shapes and radius and circumference.
Fine number.
Yeah. No, I don't need that right now. What I do need when I was growing up is how to fill out a loan. What I do need is to understand budgeting. What I do need is how to write a check. What I do need today is to how do I finance a car, finance my house. What I do need is basic skills and practices to develop in life, because the earlier you start, the better, but the later you start, the worse. So okay. I think there's this just huge gap that we need to fill, and I hope any viewer that's watching can understand that today.
So gap between Black community versus white community?
Oh yeah. So the medium household income for the Black community. And this is household income, so this is like a dual income.
Okay, what's the problem with the Black community when you talk about financial? Is it a lack of information, lack of education, or is it something that have been came from generation for generation? What's the problem with that? Where we can find a problem, because to fix something we have to find a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the average household Black income is around $50,000. The average Caucasian income is around $70,000.
These are because of the system, right?
I would say it's because of the system, and it's because it's our faults.
Yeah.
As well. I feel like just like in the garden, Adam and Eve, they blamed each other first before they blamed themselves. I think as a community, we blame just the system, oppression, and the systemic racism and the white privilege, of course they're there, right? But that shouldn't be our focus. I think we should need to look internally and do internal healing before we move forward.
Do you think it's a time to stop with try to find excuse to don't drive, don't go to another level? Especially in terms of financial. So always we blame a system to try to block or something like that.
Yeah.
System is responsible for black people don't achieve another level.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a time to stop with this kind of conversation and try to improve our mindset to work in this concept is this topic, this problem, financial problem.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we could talk about this for hours because it's just so important and there's so much information.
Yeah.
Again, it starts with us. I think it goes back to Africa.
Yeah.
How slavery originally started was through Catholicism and the slave trade, but when tribes would fight each other, and after they fought each other, they would sell the losing tribe into slavery, right? So that there's that as we call it today, the black on black crime. Right? So we end up trying to kind of defeat each other and try to come and butt heads with each other instead of helping each other evolve or trying to set up generational wealth. I can't really name too many black communities or black families that have generational wealth. When I think of generational wealth, I think of Caucasian families. I think of other families like that. Another thing is why we're so set back is because of the culture. It's because of the society. The culture teaches you that you should be a rapper or you should be a sports player.
Yeah.
You know, or you should be an artist or an entertainer. Yeah. But it's not teaching you realistic ideas or things that will help. Not only when you say a sports player or a rapper, entertainer, does that really help anybody? Mm-hmm. Is that going to really help another person advance in life? No. When you're saying someone who's has like a business, real estate business, or a construction business, or a some type of financial business or anything like that, does that help the community? Does that help someone else? Of course. But we are lacking that in the black community, and we're lacking the help that is necessary to advance, which is sad to say. And I think it's just internal racism as well. I would say there's one word that the black community uses highly. It's called the N-word, right? Mm-hmm. And they try to normalize it, make it cool, make it fun in the young generation. But what you're honestly doing is disrespecting your own self.
Exactly.
Do you see high educated men saying that word? Do you see Obama throwing that word around? No, because they know the value. They know how much it hurts. And as a younger generation, when we throw that word loosely and towards each other, we're bringing each other down.
Sure.
We regard each other as property. So that's where it starts. It starts with society, generational, how the generations are raised up. And it's just about education and helping people to understand that. And this is the platform to do it.
Okay. So black community save more or invest more?
We like to save more.
Why, man?
Because there's been the stereotypical cliche of, you ever heard that saying where people save money under their mattress?
Yeah. It came from generation.
Right? They save paperwork, passports, documents. They keep it all under their mattress, you know, because they think that if they leave their money into someone else's hands, then something will happen to it.
Yeah.
But there's more of a greater chance of something happening to your money under your mattress than you just leaving it in the bank or something like that.
So save money is the best way to get the money to have a comfortable life in the future?
No, it's passive income. Definitely passive income, and that's what the black community is missing.
Why black communities still save your money? instead of investing or working a passive income or something like that.
There's a saying that hard work gets you money. Yeah. Do I agree with that? Of course hard work gets you money. But what degree? Because there's CEOs, there's Bill Gates, right? Do they do hard work now? Like Jeff Bezos and them. Are they hard working or are they hardly working?
I don't know, you tell me.
They're
Or they're smart worker, I don't know. Who works smart?
Yeah, they work efficiently. You have to make your money work for you. You have to work in a way where your money benefits you. That your money works for you, you're not working for your money. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's all about trying to set up yourself where you work efficiently and you work with tactics and strategies instead of working. Have you ever heard of someone working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, a millionaire?
Never. So that idea. So that idea that 1, 2, 3 jobs to get the money is a waste of time, right?
It's a waste of time, and time is money.
Exactly.
So when you're wasting your time and you're not using it efficiently, then you're lacking. Then you're falling behind. You should use that time to kind of educate yourself. Try to make connections, network, all those things.
So how can we educate the community, and talk about Black community, to change their mindset about it?
I think we need to stop normalizing being a nobody in society. We need to stop normalizing just settling into society. We need to stop normalizing just going with the status quo or going where society is going. There's so many people who are willing to settle. Oh, I have this nice car. I have this nice family. I have this nice 9 to 5. I'm good. I'm set. Right?
Yeah.
But are they really, after a while, that job can fill you. After a while, I mean, you could get sick. Your finances could run out. So it's all about trying to encourage people to be better versions of themselves. It's all about getting people out of their comfort zone, right? It's all about trying to make people understand that once you reach for your goals, it not only helps you, but it helps the next person.
Okay, do you think Black community, we are in struggle to planning for retirement?
Definitely.
When you compare with the white community?
Definitely. And this is something I've struggled with.
Yeah.
Because retirement is definitely something that is necessary to save up for. And it's just like, if you do a IRA or a Roth IRA or a 401k, if you take that and you invest, I think a certain amount of money, you can end up with around $100,000 upwards to $1 million if you invest right. So imagine having that at the end of your career, like 60 or 65. That will help you to understand that, hey, if I were to just invest like more than half of what I invested throughout the years, I would have been a millionaire.
Yeah.
So it's important. And I think with the retirement issue, I think people always think that they have time. That's what I think. I always have time. Retirement is like 40 years away from me. What do I have to care about that? But if you start early, that will help you for a rainy day.
Okay. What about the score? Our scorecard, if you want to buy something or take some finance to buy a house or car, we need a limit of score, right?
Credit score, yeah.
So, credit score. So, how our financial literacy can influence our credit score?
Yeah, I mean, credit is everything, especially now because the interest rates are spiked up and high right now. I think it's important to build up your credit and do it wisely and do it smartly. Don't just spend money carelessly. I think it's important because the Black community has a low credit score rate. And it's important not to just get ourselves in debt for no reason. I feel like with income, there's a stigma of like living frugally, and of course don't live outside your means.
Yeah.
But I feel like people think that saving, you cut the subscription, right, from Netflix, and you are cutting it from $20, and $20 20 times 12 is around like 240, right?
Yeah.
248.
Something like that. Yeah.
248. And they think that is gonna help you become wealthy. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when people, to cut down expenses is a good thing, but what people need to emphasize is that you have to increase your income. That's the name of the game. You have to do what you can to increase your income, right? And so that will help you manage your finances a lot more. And then you don't have to make these big purchases on your credit card. And then you can manage your credit card, because then you can pay off your credit card instead of taking the minimum payment. You know what I mean? It's all about your income, and it's all about what you can do for yourself.
Okay. So we have a lot of NBA and the NFL players after retire, one or 2 years after retire, they 100% broke. What's going on, man?
Well,
they make a ton of money, millions and millions, and in just 1 year, 2 years,
yeah, it's done. It's countless examples. I can blame the culture.
Yeah.
NBA players, NFL players, etc. They're drowning in child support, because the lifestyle that they live.
Exactly.
Right?
What kind of lifestyle is that, man?
Oh, it's part. When you're an NBA player,
yeah,
all the girls want you. You're
exactly.
famous.
Yeah.
It's a tough lifestyle.
Yeah, top lifestyle. Yeah,
if you're trying
and top lifestyle is ever high price.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you reap what you sow. So I mean, that's one thing. There was a scandal of NBA players frauding in an insurance company, frauding them $250,000 on false claims to insurance. I think it's around there, 250 or something a lot lower. But they did false claims, and then they ended up just being they got I think they got a warrant for their arrest or something like that. But you would think, why would NBA players do that? Why would they put you should be a millionaire? Why are you out here trying to falsify insurance claims? You know what I mean? So that means there's definitely a money problem.
Yeah.
Right? If you have you have to have an understanding of money and how it works. When you are greedy, when you are in wanting of money, you're going to end up losing the money. If you are abundantly giving out freely and you don't let money be the ruler of your life, you're going to prosper, basically. A lot of these guys do have their money be the ruler of their life, meaning they spend it carelessly. They have family members suck them dry.
Yeah.
There's a NFL running back, I think Trent Williams. I think he had it was $3 million or something like that. He became bankrupt or something like that. Something
1 year after retirement.
Not after retirement, but during his NFL season.
Really?
Yeah, because of he let his family members take his credit card or something like that, or not something crazy. But yeah, when you're a good manager of your money and you do it wisely and you give back and you don't spend it on these things, why would what gets my curiosity is when you're a millionaire or you're an NBA player, why would you need to go gamble? Yeah. Why would you go to the casino? There's something wrong in here then. If you're,
it's a mindset.
Yeah, it's the mindset. It's the mindset. Maybe they're thinking, oh, I have all this money, I could just get some more. They don't value the money. If you're gambling and you're just wasting your money, do you value your money? No. And so if you don't value your money, then your money is just going to go to waste.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what's really happening with these NBA players.
Especially black sport, right?
Yeah. I don't really hear that from... Could be, but I don't hear it from Caucasian
inspiration. Yeah.
No.
Because they do you think they have another lifestyle?
Yeah.
Because they prepare their mindset to.
Yeah, I mean,
to deal with their famous, because being famous is not easy, man. You attract a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially women. you know.
They could have the same mindset,
Yeah.
but you gotta look at how most of these people grow up. A lot of NBA players, they grow up with a single family household.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So when they grow up with that, and you intake what your environment is, that's what you're gonna spew out. If you're not taught right or know better. So, you know, if your family grew up with not great money management skills and you're living from paycheck to paycheck, if you don't take a hold of that early, they'll take over.
Okay. But opportunities to be entrepreneur is not the same thing to black community like is for white community. Black community still have a problem for them to access to the bank to get some financial to start a business, something like that. So
I mean, yeah, there's some limits to that, but I'm not gonna focus on that.
on that yeah.
Because America, they say the American dream. I try to chase that. I chase what God has put in front of me. But it's all about your mindset. If you're just gonna blame someone or blame a system because you're lacking, then that means you're telling that system is that they won. You shouldn't let that system win. You shouldn't let anybody in life win, right? You should only let God lead you and win.
Okay. Do you think another community, they have the same problem to like a Spanish community, Asian community? They have the same problem like a black community?
No, I don't think so, no. We are a special case.
Why we're a special case, man?
The potential that we have is tremendous. We have so much potential. Think of all the artists of all time, and which artists do you think are the best? The black artists or the white community?
I believe the black boy.
Right? We have so much talent. We have so much innovations. And we are self-destructing ourselves.
Okay. So now, do you believe that we are in the financial literacy revolution? Everybody can have access for that?
Yeah, definitely. When I was growing up, maybe like 2005, 2006, none of this was not happening. With capitalism and innovation, it evolves each year. It gets better each year. People adapt. People are trying new ways to make money. People are trying new ways to better themselves because they see that the system is about to overtake them. If you're not free financially, if you're not doing your own thing, you might be a slave to the system.
Yeah.
Really? Who says in the next 20 years that inflation gets so bad that to pay for a banana is $50?
Oh wow. But
who says who's controlling that? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to fend for yourself. You have to provide for yourself. You know?
Okay.
You have to think about that.
Sure. So how can we educate ourselves to become more responsible when we talk about financial literacy?
Seminars.
Because before educating the community, we have to start to educate ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how can we do that?
Conversations like this. I mean, instead of friend groups, you know, going out, hanging out, going to the bar or whatever they do, how about you just talk about life? Talk about the struggle of life. Talk about how you can support each other. You know.
Well, what about our kids? Do you think that we should talk with our kids about money since beginning?
Of course. I feel like you should, as a parent, give your child a responsibility at an early age. Be like, hey, save this amount of money, or I'll give you this piggy bank and you save, or I'll teach you about budgeting. Try to say you like this candy, all right, work.
Okay.
Or, you know,
okay.
So, stuff like that.
Rich people, poor people mindset. What's the difference?
Poor people mindset is
what should rich people do to keep going? The poor people keeps fight every single day and still the same place.
Poor people mindset is believing that you're poor and then that you will never get out of it. or that there's nothing you can do that could change it. A rich person's mindset is that they believe that they have a system, and they believe that that system will always work, and that system will continue to work.
Yeah. And people that don't believe that.
They don't believe that.
Just a paycheck by paycheck and this paycheck is a lot of problem.
Yeah.
Because you become slave.
Yeah.
You depend on paycheck weekly and put limitation in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible to go to the next step. It's possible to go forward in life.
Yeah.
It's the mindset. We shouldn't stick around and just being comfortable. There's people who are in bad work situation, bad work environments. They're willing to deal with that because they're comfortable.
Okay. How do you apply all these literacy in your life?
Just trying to develop businesses, trying to develop myself with education, trying to move forward day in, day out. Just trying to set goals for yourself. Goals are realistic because once you know yourself, once you know what your capabilities are, and you set a goal, it's achievable. And most importantly, let God lead you. Let God be the author and finisher of your faith. And all things are possible. The sky's the limit. You just have to motivate yourself and trust in God and trust in yourself that you could do it. It's nothing easy. It won't happen overnight. The enemy's out there. He's trying to use the media. He's trying to use people. He's trying to use everything to make you think that you can't do it. But you can.
Okay. What kind of passive income like middle class can start to do to start to make some money?
Real estate is the cliche thing, but
real estate still making money.
It's people.
It's an old school business, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to make money nowadays, you have to really do your research and actually understand how money works, and you actually have to think outside the box. When you talk to people and you talk to them about basic knowledge, I think everybody knows about basic knowledge in the world. Everybody knows this is what you need to do to be rich. Everybody knows Bill Gates is rich. He has a business. Everybody knows that, this is what I need to do. But it's about thinking outside the box. Apple, right? Macintosh, Steve Jobs. No one really thought that he could come up with the iPhone, but he thought outside the box. You have to be innovative. You have to create a solution to a problem.
Exactly.
So it's all about doing things small and then watching it grow.
Exactly. So how can you see a black community future the next 10, 15, 20 years?
I don't know. I just don't know the future.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially nowadays.
How future looks like for black community.
Yeah. It's really hard, especially nowadays because of the state of the world. But I mean, I feel like the podcasts are working and a lot of people are getting more educated. Yeah. I just hope that society and the culture, people get awoke from it, because back then most black people would vote Democratic. It was just the stigma. But now there's a whole change where black Americans are being awakened and noticing that Democrats don't really do anything for black America, and now they're voting Republican. So I mean, it takes time, but I think it'll work.
Okay. Unfortunately, our conversation is almost done. Is the end. I just thank you to come here to talk about the financial literacy. Is something that we can talk again and again, because our goals is to educate community, especially black community, especially young, young girl, young boy, to change their mindset, their mental, because everything is a mindset.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have to stop blaming system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The way I could say it is crazy. As black people, I just a little example. The Black Panther came out.
Yeah.
like the first black superhero movie.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's black people who said that Caucasian people cannot come to this movie because it's their movie? It's set apart. I mean, that
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous.
These are very ridiculous.
And you're internally setting yourself back.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that same person could help you excel in life. What you're automatically saying is that those people cannot help you excel in life.
Sure. Okay. Thanks, Wevinor. Thanks, Wevinor, for this amazing interview. I hope to call you again. Okay.
No
we can talk about the same thing or talk about another topic. Okay. Yeah. Like I told you, our goal is an educated community, especially black community, because we need change. We need to change our mindset. Okay. Thank you again.